So we heard you like virtual backgrounds. Well, now Riverside has that too. Now when you go into your Riverside studio, you can choose from a number of preset virtual backgrounds. Not only choose a custom image, but also blur your background, multiple settings on that, and now you and your guests can customize that background blur and your images all inside the Riverside studio. I've logged into my Riverside account and let's jump into one of our studios. Near your video preview where you normally choose your camera, microphone, and speaker output, you'll see a new effects option here in the upper right hand corner. Click Effects and a new window will open, giving you an option for Blur Amount, which will blur the background, and Custom Virtual Backgrounds. On the blur amount, you can choose to blur it slightly or blur your background a lot. This will also affect whatever virtual background you choose. Here we have a number of preset background images you can use. Maybe you'd like to be sitting out by the pool or in your city loft apartment. And now that I've applied a virtual background, I can then add blur to that virtual background and combine these effects, both for me and my remote guests. We'll go with a chic coffee house and a slight blur. Now, if you're on a Riverside business plan, you have the option to upload custom images for your virtual background. If I click the plus icon here, I can choose a JPEG or PNG image that I've created in a 16:9 format, open that file, and now I can use that image I just uploaded as my virtual background. Once I've chosen my background and blur effect, I can X out of this window and then enter the studio. Now, once you've entered the studio, you can still adjust your virtual background and blur effect until you start recording. So I can click the magic wand icon here in the upper right hand corner, change my background image to something else, change the blur amount, and then X out of that window. Two things to keep in mind. Once you start recording, you will not be able to change the blur amount or the virtual background image. So make sure you've chosen what you'd like before you start recording. Secondly, the raw video file that you will have recorded for this session will have the virtual background image included in that video file. There's no separate video without the background image being recorded. What you see here in the studio is what will be recorded and available to download later. So just make sure this is the virtual background and blur that you would like in your final recording. Once you and your guests have chosen your backgrounds and blur amount, just click record here in the bottom toolbar. As you will see, if you try to click the magic wand icon during a recording, you'll see that visual effects can't be changed once you start. When I'm done recording, I'll go down and click the stop button, and now my files and the local video and audio files for all my remote guests are uploaded in high quality to my Riverside dashboard, where I can download them later. And once your files have finished processing, you can access them here in your dashboard. Click the high quality button on any of your tracks, and you can download the raw video and raw audio file, or use the Riverside editor to put it all together. And that's how to use the virtual effects tool in your Riverside studio. If you have any questions, drop the comment below this video. I answer all of those personally. And you definitely want to subscribe to the channel because we have a lot more features coming very soon. I'll put an entire playlist right up here. Any new feature that's announced, we have a video for it and you'll be able to see it there. And maybe you're just starting a podcast and you'd like some information on gear and tutorials, I'll put a video right up here that can help you with that. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.